Yeah, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Another what? How many
I think it's been 3 weeks.
again?
Well, it was 3 months before that.
So I guess we're getting better. I guess we trying to get better. So now, what's going on, people, man? We touching bases.
I've been sick a lot.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the people that welcome us back, man. I'm gonna read some of the comments, man. I really appreciate that, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate everybody tapping in with us and stuff like that. So thank y'all for always tuning in and showing support. If y'all see hear our kids in the background, I'm sorry. But hey, we trying to make it work, man. So now I appreciate everybody. Hit the like button as y'all come in. Try to find that, man, because that was nice for everybody that said something. You finna go check?
Like heaven.
Yeah, we try to, man. We try to keep these kids calm, man. So you know what I mean? It is what it is. So man, certified gun owner, man. Appreciate it. Glad to see y'all back. Congrats on the baby, man. Appreciate that. Thanks so much, man. It goes, there's a lot goes into it with these kids. So you know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, man. Hold on. Appreciate y'all love and support. I got a call coming in. So but nah, man, appreciate everybody, you know what I mean, that said it. So um what's up, Marcus? Marcus said, glad to see y'all back. Congrats. Appreciate it, man. N003326 says, glad to see y'all back. Congrats, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody. We're going to get into the topic, man, but I wanted to show some love and support to you. Lauren Mack, what's up, man? What's up? Appreciate it. You know, and as I said, pro mentalistic. He says, "Do y'all have more content about how to understand real estate? Y'all got me finally interested because I see how it can work. I'm also interested in the idea of doing this with a partner and that the mindset very interesting. Gonna look through your page, but if you have some stuff specifically about this, please point me there. Thank you."
Why people can't say specifically?
Yeah, that should be fucking me up. But he said, yeah, but we definitely got to do that because that's something I supposed to been doing a while ago. But we just be so focused on getting these relationships and people involved together and working out those problems because I don't want people to get together with real estate and not have the relationship stable because you got to make sure that relationship stable because if it's not, you know what I mean, y'all gonna have to split that up. And I'm gonna tell you now, a real estate investor, we love divorce. I'm gonna tell you that now because we know we're gonna get a good deal on the property, and y'all just gonna want to get rid of that
Get
shit.
rid of it.
So
Just take it.
yeah, like the first foreclosure we had was from divorce. I don't know if you noticed that. Yeah. So so the person the couple, the wife and husband split. I think the wife got the property, but she couldn't make the payments, and then she lost the house. So the house was sitting for a while, and then we was able to, you know what I mean, get the house for a very cheap price.
Luckily, it was nice because
yeah,
it wasn't tore up.
Exactly. So now appreciate it. So what's up, Rio? Congrats on the baby. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. So
yeah, those are my excuses on why I'm not on like that.
Yeah, we're gonna have
this is my
house, goddamn.
This is my fourth pregnancy, so it's hitting me a little different. It's hitting me different. So my energy level is like if I ever join and like besides our show, if I ever join a live show podcast, like you only gonna see me for like 30 minutes to an hour. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna be in and out.
Yeah. What's up, Hank? He said quick sales are the best. Yeah, man.
Hey Hank, what's up? Rio, yep.
What's up, Aiden? What's up?
Hey
What's
Aiden.
up? Yo, man, say hello. What's going on? But yeah, man, try to let some people come in. So thank y'all for keeping us occupied. But I wanted to, man, make sure we show love and stuff like that. So we're gonna try to come back live again Saturday. We're gonna try to get it back going and stuff like that, especially with the just man, because this is our baby. You know, we want to make sure our page continues to grow.
I know we were doing so well, and then we was like, meaning like we just stopped putting out content, but it's all because the stuff that we show or we talk about is what we do in real life. So sometimes it could be hard to keep up real life and then YouTube, social media, because we have a lot of things that we do raising a family, keeping up our marriage, and then business and all this other stuff, working.
Yeah.
It's just a lot, just regular stuff, y'all. But we're a real live couple.
Yeah, so you guys look like a great couple. Yeah, thank you, man. We try.
Thank you.
And I think that's what we're trying to bring back to YouTube rather than all the mess, because all the mess get all the views and we talk about it and stuff like that, but nothing ever moves forward from it.
I mean, drama is always easy to talk about because it's nasty work. That's what they say. So it's easy to talk about and dissect. Like I don't want to talk about this today. But I'm going to bring up the topic. The girl that two of her kids froze to death.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Okay. Now, that's so sad.
Yeah.
And it's I can't even... It's so much on... No, I don't want to do it today.
No, you don't want to go through that?
No.
Because, he said I got that Muslim beard. Hey, we got an Israelite beard, man.
Hey, Dom. Hey, Linda. Good evening. How are you doing? First time watching. Beautiful couple. Congratulations on the safe, healthy baby. I wish you well. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Thank you.
Listen, I'm not even trying to go through that, but that's an example of like the drama that's been like just be happening. We gotta talk about it, but.
He said you gotta see later. We want to see Leslie James' backside. Exactly. She be catching me recording and stuff like that. Always showing my ass and shit. But
I gotta do. He's been doing a lot of work in this house, and I only got that.
Like if y'all can see all the shit that I did, and you see the video she posted, you be like, God damn, you gonna post that out of all the shit he was doing? But no, I
just been asleep or pregnancy, but so. I guess drama.
She blame every damn thing on the pregnancy now.
Because it is.
Oh my gosh.
If I wasn't pregnant, it would be different.
She slipped and farted the other day and talking about, it's the pregnancy.
It's not. But no, drama, unfortunately, I would say is good for content purposes. And then it's good for a teaching lesson. Because everything is recorded now.
Yeah.
Back in the day, shit would happen and you would never know unless, it was somebody close to you. But now you get to learn. So like for me, I learned from observation. Like growing up, I was just watching and I'm like, wow. Like, just learning how people have their life set up or the bad things they got into, even the people that did the good stuff. And I just learned from people. Besides me learning from my parents, I would say that observation was my best teacher.
But going back to that story, right? So say...
What story?
In the
I ain't trying to talk about
with that. I think it's important,
but not today.
No, it's fine.
I don't got all the facts, so.
Yeah, I'll talk about it then. So, I think, man, we live in a culture that we always want to blame somebody else rather than ourselves, right? So this goes into the topic of you are the problem. And I think since you brought that story up and stuff like that, whatever, it made me think about the topic. Whatever.
Oh, you are the problem?
Yeah, like a lot of times we like to blame everybody else rather than us, right? So if I was in that situation and if I was that woman, whatever, I would have took the blame, right?
You know what I'm saying? She can't take, 2 kids passed away.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard for that person to take.
Like, I would have took the fault. Like, that was my fault.
Natural reaction, they going to find something else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I would have had to take the fault. I would have not blamed somebody else that's not there.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to put the kids in that situation, right? That's kind of like, right, if I'm putting my kids or family in a certain situation, I have to take fault in that. And I hate that we can't, it's hard for us to put the blame on where the blame should be, right? You know what I mean? Because if it was a man in that situation, there's no way a man. If I seen a man doing that shit, there's no way I'm letting that man get away with that shit.
So the situation,
and I know thousands of other men are not going to let that man blame a woman, right? If he was the one that put those kids in that situation. So we kind of got to be more realistic when we shifting the blame, because I think that actually can heal the community. Because the person that's doing this stupid shit, if they know if people are going to be on their side, regardless of what they do, it's not going to be no reason for them to change. right? So that's gonna make them the problem.
So the situation we're talking about is just the lady whose kids, two of her kids froze to death. They were in Detroit, right?
Yeah, Detroit. Yep.
Yeah, and she was outside of a casino, parked with her van. What's the full detail?
All right, so basically, she went to the casino. They still trying to get some of the evidence and the facts and stuff.
But the stuff that you know.
Yeah. But she left the kids into the casino. I don't know if she was there or not, or something. But we don't know. She was in the car, but the kids had underwear and a shirt on, right? So to me, I feel like that should automatically be a red flag to anybody that's watching this stuff like that, right? So it's hard for me to blame another person, whatever, right? I know she said she called the guy and she said, "Hey, I need you to take him for a couple of days," and his living situation wasn't the best. So that's another thing, man. We got to make sure we on point with our shit, right? So he should have been on top of his game, so he could have had a space. But I think men should fight for custody more, right? If you're in a situation like that, you need to fight for custody. You know what I'm saying? I did it, you know what I mean, with my oldest child, and you know what I'm saying, I was able to get it because I proved that she was, you know what I mean, in a situation that, you know what I mean, that she couldn't support him. So I was able to support him, so I was able to get full custody of my oldest son. You know what I'm saying? So that was with my first wife, right? So it's important for us men. I can say that, whatever, but you can't put blame on that guy for that situation. I think that's retarded.
So this, when I first heard it, I was like, oh my gosh, like, how can you as in the mother let that happen?
Yeah, you was arguing on people on Facebook and everything.
Because when I started debating on Facebook, that's what I used to do. I used to debate on Facebook before I started debating on podcasts and stuff. But like, what pissed me off is when I was hearing them talk about the baby father. So the baby father had a speech on the news saying that she needs to stop sobbing and all these things. And when I read the comments, most of the people in the comments were saying, "You're a deadbeat," like just saying all this reckless stuff about the dad. I'm like, how can we assume that he's a deadbeat because his kids froze to death, as if they were together? Like, they're not even together in a relationship at all.
And he wasn't there.
And he wasn't even there. So what was happening was they was blaming him because he wasn't there. Basically, if he was present, the kids would still be alive. But y'all gotta understand, this baby mom, not all, but the toxic baby mom and baby dad situations, it's always drama. Like, they always arguing if she want him to get the kids, because most of the time the mother has custody, right? And the man is paying child support. So if she wants you to have the kids, right? Because usually it depends on her emotions and what she's feeling. Then she gonna say, "Hey, take the kids. I got something to do." Yeah. But most of the time, she don't want the man to have the kids. Don't let him have another girlfriend, right? Because now, I don't want that bitch around my kids. You don't know what was happening. Yeah. So how I took it was, if she told him exactly what was going on, like, "Hey, I know, let's say they argue all the time. Hey, I'm in a crazy situation where I'm homeless. The shelters are full. Can you please take the kids for the night? Yeah. Because we're going to be sleeping in the car and it's going to be freezing temperatures." If she had said it like that, or said that description to him, who's going to say no? Unless he's on crack. Like, yeah. Unless he's on crack and he's unstable, I don't see a father saying no to that, because you gave him the condition that you're in. And I know for a fact he's not going to say no unless he's on some drugs himself. So, yeah. How can, because he made a statement online, now he's a deadbeat? Like, we don't know his situation. And even if he is a deadbeat, guess what? It's still not his fault. The only fault to me was the mom, not both. The mom, because you took full responsibility of your kids. The care of was left in your hands. Yeah. Like I said, they're not together, so we can't put both of them together. Yeah. You had to take responsibility of your kids. So let's say Let's say you did call him and he said no. So you don't have a plan B?
Yeah.
You don't have a plan C? You got all the way up to the damn whole alphabet, to Z.
Yeah.
You got 26 options. You could have figured that out. So if the man said no, I'm just saying, I highly doubt that. If she told him exactly what was going on. You have plan B. So why didn't you think of that option?
Yeah.
It could have been you sitting in a McDonald's, because most McDonald's be 24 hours. You think the people at the in the back making burgers going to say, no, you and your 5 kids, or how many they had?
6.
6 kids can't sit in here knowing that it's freezing.
Hospital.
The hospital, you could have act like somebody was sick. Like, oh, he's coming into a fever. Whatever.
Yeah.
You could have took your ass back in the casino, even though kids are not allowed. Yeah. But somebody would have had a heart. Or guess what? Guess what will always work? Calling the goddamn cops.
Oh, remember what?
Calling the cops, you would have been safe.
Remember what? Who was doing that? What's that movie name with Will Smith when he was living?
The Happiness. What was it?
Yeah, you see how he was living in the bathroom and stuff like that.
Happy something. But that was for a while though.
Yeah, but she said she was homeless for 3 months.
So. Yeah, but you would like.
What's up, Uncle Rick? Appreciate it, brother.
Yes, what's up? Yeah. Oh, you go by Uncle Rick now. I was trying to make sure I see your logo. Okay. What up?
What's up, Coco? Appreciate it. Super chat, Coco. Thank you so much. Always showing love and support,
Thank you so much.
She's a real one.
For sure. Thanks for the super chat. But like, if all options failed, guess what you always have is the cops. You telling me they're not gonna let you sit in there?
Yeah. Pursuit
of Happiness. Thank you. I know it's Happiness something.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the 7 Pounds movie. That movie was amazing. But no, Pursuit of Happiness. Now, there were crazy conditions that he had his kid in.
Yeah.
But the kid didn't die.
Exactly.
Like, that's the whole point.
And that's the point, yeah.
Your whole purpose as a parent is to make sure that they stay alive. Like,
you did all that work. You got them to 9 and it was 2-year-old. I think it was 9 and 2-year-old. So you did all that shit to get them to 9 years old. Now that all that you did is gone.
You gotta keep them alive. You cannot blame someone that's not there, even if he came and said, "Oh hell no," because I'm saying he had to be on drugs for him to say no to that. If he even knew what the condition was.
I would say as a man, that's some bullshit. Whatever.
I don't think he would have said no.
But I'm saying if a man like actually seen that situation and do anything, then I would have like, no, that's fucked up, right? You know what I'm saying?
But you still can't blame him.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Because she had to give custody because he ain't got no custody. So then.
But you still. So this is my opinion. The reason why you still can't blame him is because whoever the children are left with are responsible for the children.
Okay.
That's it.
So you're saying the last person.
Right. Yeah. So even if it was her mom, her daddy, her cousin, auntie, a daycare worker, whoever took responsibility of the kid is responsible of the action.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. So let's say plan A didn't work. He said no. You got to keep going because you got to keep kids alive.
Yeah.
That is your responsibility. Anybody that takes care of a child has to make sure they keep kids alive. If you drop your kids off at the babysitter, they have to make sure the kid is there when your ass get back.
Yeah.
It's just how it goes. So you go to plan B. Now, like I said, anything will work. Let's say those didn't work, the other options, calling the cops always work. Always.
But a lot of people probably afraid to lose custody of their kids when that
calling the cops.
Yeah, so because they can like, well, you can't take care of your kids, obviously. So I think we gotta be
she lost.
We gotta be exactly. We gotta get out of this fear of looking bad or ashamed and all this type of stuff. Right when you need help, what's up, Jason? Like we gotta make sure we put ourselves in a position where we can get the resources that we need and stuff like that, right? If I'm in a situation where, hey, I need to borrow some money, hey, I'm gonna call somebody. Hey, can I borrow some money? Hey, can I get this? Can I get that? Right? Because they know I'm gonna pay them back, number one, and then number two, if they need some help, I'm gonna help them out as well, right? So we got to get back to the community aspect of it, because if not, we just up here looking stupid and then putting ourselves in worse situation, getting payday loans and stuff like that, whatever. Instead of asking your family member to borrow some money because you want to don't look crazy. You're
Well,
gonna pay all this fucking interest when you can just borrow some money from me or somebody else in the family, and then you don't pay no interest.
but it's not even that. You know, everybody's not good, so they're gonna borrow money and you never see the shit again. So they're gonna exhaust their options.
Yeah,
people do that a lot.
But it seemed like this woman did. You know,
exhausted her options.
Hey, like, what's up, Marcus? Like, what's up, brother?
For example, like if you're gonna ask a favor, right? Because you're having hard times. Make sure you pay it back whenever you got that time to. It could be 10 years later. I don't even care. You have to show respect to people helping you. Yeah. People, especially homeless people, they exhaust their options so damn bad that they're homeless. Yeah. Like, when I look at, for example, my life, okay, there's no way I would be homeless unless all the people that support me are fucking dead. Yeah. I'm just being real. That's a fact. I'm just saying. That even if someone was living in a 2-bedroom apartment, they would take me. When I say homeless, that means obviously I'm not with you because I don't see how we both homeless. Yeah. Okay. They would take me and the kids or just me. Don't even matter. You cannot screw up your connections. Okay. You have to make sure that someone's giving, you're giving back somehow. It always have to be money.
And that goes back to the title. It goes back to the title. Maybe you are the problem, right? So we got to make sure that we are actually being good people, man. I think a lot of people are not getting the relationships they want. They're not getting the results they want because you're not genuinely a good person. Good people.
Why you're not good people? I don't know.
You're not making the right decisions, right? Or you're not taking accountability when you do make the wrong decisions, right? Because we all mess up sometimes, right? So, and it's okay. But we got to make sure, like, hey, all right, I messed up right here. All right, what can I do better to fix it and stuff like that, right? So we got to do a better job at making stuff look better. You know what I'm saying? And you might have to take some L's sometimes. Sometimes I take L's, you know what I'm saying, in situations, especially in business, whatever, because I want to make sure, like, hey, the relationship is not, messed up. So, it's very important for us to come out and do a better job as a nation, as a people, and stuff like that, and so we can have that trust and then build that community structure. Because there's no way she should be having to live in a car with her parents and dying and stuff. That's crazy.
Like, where's your cousin? Like, somebody can't help you. She exhausted all her options. Yep. Hey, Marcus, I know James said hey earlier, but what's up? What's up?
What's up?
How you doing?
Mr. He said, what's up?
Yes.
Appreciate the super chat,
I be seeing all your posts. Y'all post on Facebook. Y'all are just inspirational.
Yeah, man.
We've been together so long.
Yeah, man. It's a couple.
Y'all still looking good too.
Yeah, man. Hopefully we look like that when we get older, man. See, I'm getting the gray hair now, man.
When you happy, you got the happy look. Not as much stress, I should say. Not saying everybody's happy all the time. Yeah. Stuff happens,
But I think we focus too much on the times where stuff does happen, right? And we forget about the 320 days that's good, and we only focus on the 40-some days that's bad.
You said 320 days.
Because it's 365 days.
I'm pretty sure people have worse days than just that. They probably got like 120 days of stuff going wrong.
But they'll focus on the 120 rather compared to the 200 days that was good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't argue, you only argued one time this month, right? But you mad for months about that one time you argued. Compared to, hey, we only argue one time this month. Wow, that's a blessing. That's good. We making progress.
Speaking of that, one of our kids, the second oldest, he's 7. So he gets upset when people argue, right? Not us, but like his siblings. They'll argue and argue. He'll be crying, and we're like, "What are you crying about?"
Yeah, just
arguing. So today, what dawned on me is that I said, this was literally like an hour ago. What dawned on me, I was like, James, we have a functional household so much that our child is crying because someone is arguing, which means he don't see us arguing. You would think that kids that see their parents arguing, you get used to it. You get immune to it. It's like you might be upset in the beginning, and then after a while, it's like, oh, they're arguing again, and you might turn the music up. Trust me, I've been there, done that, okay? When my parents used to argue at one point for some time, and they not even together. They divorced now, right? Our kid don't see us argue to the point where he's crying because someone's arguing. I was like, yeah, we're doing a good job, because we when we first got married, there was time. I think we had like 2 bad arguments within the first couple years, and we've been in this house, 4 going on 5 years? Mm-hmm. We haven't even argued in this house. Yeah. Now, there's a difference between arguing and having a disagreement. Yeah, I gotta understand. I'm not saying.
What's up, Travel One? What's up?
Hey, what's up? I'm not saying we don't have a disagreement. Oh, trust and believe. You see how I be debating, on podcasts and live shows. And
but she know not to bring that shit over here because
obviously
I slapped all her talking points down.
Obviously, I got talking points with him. Obviously, okay. Not saying we don't have disagreements, or not saying, but arguing is like you're yelling, you're upset, y'all can't come on common ground. Everything the person do gets on your nerves. You're walking around in a bitter household, like that. So it just today, because he cried over arguments before, but today I just thought about it. I was like, oh, it's because we don't argue. Yeah, we're doing good. So, like I said, we've been in this house 5 years and we haven't argued. And I'm like, after I see my child not like upset, I'm like, we got to keep this up. Whatever we're doing, we got to keep it up because all these other kids, the 2 youngest, so we got 14, 7,
we gotta start
5, arguing. And 3.
We got to get them used to it. We got to start arguing now.
We got to just make sure that we continue.
Yeah, Marcus.
And if we ever do argue, because it will come, I'm pretty sure. You never know. Yeah. The kids got to go. Go in the other room, go to sleep.
Yeah, man. So focus more on the positive. I think that helps out a lot of people, right? I know a lot of people say stuff like that, whatever, right? But it's harder to do than when actually people are saying it, right? But to me, I'm a type of person where I don't really like to focus on negative stuff, right? Because if I focus on negative stuff, I have anger problems, right? So if I focus on negative things, I'm gonna want to hurt somebody. I'm gonna want to do something, right? So you got to know your weaknesses, and you got to know what ticks you, what pisses you off, right? So now when you do get in a relationship, you don't become that problem, right? So now that's something that I had to work on. You know what I mean? That was major because growing up where I'm come from, shit, you had an issue, we fought. All right, we fought about it, and then shit, you still want to talk, we fight about it some more, right? But that wasn't the good. You know what I'm saying? It didn't really get me anywhere because you just fight, and then, you know what I'm saying, you still gonna be mad at the person. You know what I'm saying? So
how I handled it was, you just gotta go. Like, I don't want to see you. Get out my face. We not friends no more. And because, see, with me, I'm just like him, but I don't want to be like that. So I would eliminate it. Yeah. Because if I see you, ain't no talking. Like, I'm one of those. Like,
Fantasia? You Fantasia pregnant?
Oh yeah. I don't like talking. Like you're not about to hear me say a damn thing. You're gonna see these hands, and I'm gonna choke your ass out, and you're not getting up. I'm one of those. Yeah. So I always start with, we gotta separate. I gotta cut you off, and that's the fuck it.
Yeah, he said even be more. So he like, yeah, he gonna say.
He not from there. He's from He's from New York.
Okay.
They're from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't like disrespectful people. I don't like I'm really big on friendship. Yeah. Okay. I feel like people should cultivate friendships before you get into a relationship. Because a friendship is something that you got to have in order to have a successful relationship. Yeah. If you do your friend wrong, well, what the hell are you going to do when it comes to your partner or whatever you want to call it? Yeah. So I'm really big on friendships. You have to be loyal. Mm-hmm. If you don't like something, you better say something. Don't be talking behind people's back. You know how some people do. I don't know how it's for men, but women are different. You know what I'm saying? You can't do all of that.
See, Marcus said you violent.
No, I'm telling you. One day I'll talk about my childhood. Like, I had to learn, and I, became who I am today. But I realize I'm just one of those. I don't take no BS. Like it's just what it is. I don't know why I'm like that, but I'm glad I'm like that because I don't have drama. I haven't had drama. We've been married. I'm just gonna use our marriage. We've been married going on 9 years. None. Okay, not even before we got married. But listen, what I'm saying is like I'm big on it. So this is how I look at friendship. And matter of fact, one of my good friends sent me a video today of a guy talking about this. Like people think that friendships are just based off how much you see each other, how much the person attends your parties, how much a person is just there for you, right?
You didn't tell me about this video.
I just seen it earlier.
I'm jealous.
Basically a friend is loyal. So even if the friend couldn't attend, let's say you had 5 parties for the year. So if a friend couldn't attend those 5 parties for a year, now they're a bad friend. No, that's not what friends are based off of. They're based off of loyalty. Maybe that person can't come because of financial reasons, jobs, kids got events, right? But as long as when y'all talk, they're not doing anything cruel, saying anything cruel behind your back. It's a different type of friendship. Everything don't gotta always be all in your face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Friendship is like I call you, you answer. If you don't answer, you call me back. That's friendship. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like it's more to it than that. If I call you and you don't ever call me back, I text you, you don't ever text me back, like that's not a friend. Yeah. Because at least you would have the decency to say something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So as a human being, you have to cultivate good friendships. Then you can move on to relationship. Then you can move on to marriage if that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah, what's up, Cash Williams? He got a question. He said, I've been with the same girl for the past couple of years, and I never think of marriage. I don't think I'm truly love her, or I'm just comfortable. How can I respark or just leave? Hey, Cash, I don't think so to answer your question.
Let me answer first.
No, let me answer. Let me say what I was about to say, right? So did Cash, did you come from a household that was married? Did you or did you come from like a single parent or dad or mom? We'll probably need some context or whatever to kind of give a better explanation. What's up, Busso? He said, "Hey, love your channel. Appreciate it.
Hey,
appreciate
thank
it.
You.
So damn much."
Yeah, I think if you answer that question, James, just ask. Because sometimes before like we answer questions like that, we like to learn the person first. Yeah. Because sometimes, let's say for example, you said you're not thinking of marriage. That could be on you. That might not have nothing to do with the girl.
Exactly.
So,
and you might not think it's a spark, whatever, right? But that's still that spark that you think is not there could be still there. You just not used to it because okay, so my parents always been married. Okay, never but never affectionate. If you don't know them, you would know they were married. If you didn't know,
they're like
so you didn't know them, you wouldn't know they was married.
They like married, but they don't hold hands. They don't kiss each other on the cheeks. Exactly. They don't, like this is too close for them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that before.
Yeah. So now, Cash, man, I'm good. Great question. Thank you for the context. So I think we can better answer your question. I would say, man, I don't think it's not the spark, whatever. I think if she can hold you down for this amount of time, these couple of years, and she's actually a good person, she's a decent person. It's a lot of people like to say there's a lot of trash out in the dating pool, right? So if you have somebody that's stable and that's willing to be with you and is willing to go the extra mile, man, I would say still do some vetting. You know what I mean? I tested my wife, right? So find like different testing.
Did he? I didn't know.
Right? This is one thing one question I gotta ask you, right? And I ask this to a lot of people, right? Have your woman ever apologized to you? Because she actually say, hey, I'm sorry, I messed up right here and I won't do this again. Even if she did it again. But she said, hey, I'm sorry for this the hurt and pain that I caused you, right? If your woman can say, hey, I'm sorry for what I'm doing, that's number one. That's showing that she can take accountability. most people in today's side, especially women, can't take accountability for their actions, right? They're never going to apologize. So if somebody apologizes, that means there's growth there. That means somewhere that you can get. It'll be easy to talk to her because she understands when she's doing something wrong, and you won't just be sitting there being frustrated all the time, right? So that's number one thing that you should ask yourself. Number two is how is she taking care of her health, right? Because you're gonna want somebody to be with you for the long term, for a long time, right? Does she want kids and all this type of stuff, right? So it's a lot of little different things. Make sure y'all on the same page. Make sure what religion y'all are and all this type of stuff. All this stuff is very important. Whatever said, I have to explain to her why she had to apologize, laugh aloud, never on her own. See, so now,
but hold on. So, we as women we come out different because in this modern society, right? There's a lot of women that don't take accountability, like you said. So if she comes from a household of women who are not wife material, right? Is her mother still married? Does she have people around her married? If the answer is no, she's not gonna know how to apologize.
You're gonna have to train her.
Right. What I'm trying to say is, even if you have to explain it, is she learning from you?
Exactly.
That's what my main thing. Because I don't want to just say kick her to the curb, but I won't. If she's learning from you, like she's getting better with some of the things that you're trying to help her with, then
she's
that's
trying.
Good. Right? She's trying. Because some people, you try to help and it's like, no, I want it this way, whatever.
I do what I want.
I do right. So the biggest thing I could say, if she's learning from you, then that could be a keeper. But you mentioned you never think of marriage. See, when I'm just gonna use it as an example. When I first got with James started marriage within 3 months.
But I came from a household with I seen a married couple just like you, but I always wanted that, right? So you had to ask yourself, did you always want marriage growing up as a kid? I always wanted to be married.
I think he probably, because he's saying he's not thinking of marriage, which means he's thinking of marriage, but it's just not with her. So I would say that he is thinking of marriage, but it could, like, if you're not, sometimes you could be with people, like, just think of, like, whoever you was with before, or I could think of whoever I was with before. There's times when I don't think of marriage with that person either. And I'm like, well, why am I with them? Like, that's a real question. Mm-hmm. Like, you may not be the one for me, and I was right? I had to figure that out later. I got with you, and I thought of marriage instantly.
But it's a different thing from a man's perspective because we're the one that's going to be doing the asking, right? So
that's bad to me if he's not thinking of marriage. It's something that she's not doing.
But we got to understand where he's coming from. He said, yes, I thought of marriage, but I don't want it to be like my parents. Exactly. That's good.
So she maybe.
So I thought of the hunts. The thought of it hunts me. So I need to make sure I'm with the right woman.
Exactly. No, you're doing right.
Because honestly, your woman, what's a hustler and muscler? The woman that you get with is the most expensive investment that you're gonna have, right? So I understand that you want to keep the name Cash Williams. You're trying to keep your cash. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure she's able to handle a lot of things, right? So one of the things I tested my wife with was I put her on one of my credit cards before we got married. Just to see.
Wouldn't suggest doing
I wouldn't say do that to everybody, but that was one of the tests that I did with her when I was really close to getting married because I wanted to see how she was going to spend money. So every time she spent some money, she called me and asked me, "Hey, is this okay? Hey, is this okay?"
Like I could be when I used to eat McDonald's. I could be at McDonald's and I'm like, I'm about to order la la la, and he's like, yeah, that's fine. Every time, it didn't matter. But that was me. Yeah. You could take a risk and do something like that.
But no, you gotta make sure you implement tests to make sure you see what type of woman you got, right? You gotta you might have to, fib a little bit. I ain't gonna say lie, but it's the same shit. But you might have to say, hey, I lost my job. You know what I'm saying? Just to see how she reacts. And stuff like that, whatever.
Ask her to borrow some.
Yeah, ask her to borrow some money.
$50.
You know what I'm saying? Just to see how she reacts and stuff like that, whatever. Because if you feeling like, hey, I'm afraid kind of deal, you need to see how your woman reacts so you can see what type of woman you have. You know what I mean? So you can see, hey, I need to be in this relationship. Is she in it for me, or she's in it for the things I provide? Because nobody want to be used, man or woman.
But you, like I said, the most important thing you said is, I'm not thinking of marriage with that person. I know exactly what that feels like. So you got to make sure the type of wife that you're looking for is in her, because you cannot make people be that. That's one thing. So if you're looking for an affectionate, right, you say you don't want it to be like your parents. Yeah. Well, you got to make sure some of the qualities she has off the bat. Like, there's the things that you're going to teach her, yes, but there's some things she got to come with. Like, for example, James wanted a wife that could cook. I came with I could cook, because he ain't teaching, he ain't trying to be patient to wait. Yeah. Me looking at all these damn YouTube videos and the food nasty, I'm burning it. He wants somebody that could cook. So he made sure, and I actually had that quality. It was a lot of different qualities that was like, I need this. So if you have qualities that you're looking for in her that she just doesn't have, you can't force it, and you can't make that happen. Yep. Like we know someone that is married, and there's some qualities that this person's wife didn't have and still don't have, and the person's complaining. Mm-hmm. And it's been years. So unless you want to be stuck, because you knew, right, before you got married, you thought she was going to change. Like, sometimes it just got to go. Like, I'm just being real with you.
But it's not saying...
It depends on the type of things you're looking for.
But it's not saying throw women away or throw your man away. People that's listening to this, you gotta make sure that...
I'm saying that,
you gotta make sure the stuff is important. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna get it all, right? Huh? What happened? All right, go back. Go.
Wait, why does it hurt? Stop touching stuff.
Okay. Come back if it's hurting worse, okay?
I'm saying...
Sorry, y'all. But yeah.
I am actually saying that.
I'm saying...
I'm talking about relationship. I ain't saying throw away your marriage.
No,
I'm saying your relationship.
Yeah. But no.
So you have choice...
No.
Well, I'm explaining what I mean.
No, because you don't want to...
I'm going to explain what I mean when you're done.
To be with somebody for years, you can't really throw that away, right? Because it's hard to keep people for years in a relationship, right? So I wouldn't say throw that away, especially as a man, because you know what I'm saying, some of the things, it's going to be hard out here. I'm telling you,
I'm going to tell you why I say this.
It's not a lot of good women out here, just like it's not a lot of
She may not be the good woman, though, because he's going to be stuck with a damn burden. Like, sometimes you have to you got to be wise. Like,
but he didn't say what she did wrong yet.
I know. He asked for a general question, so I'm going to answer it generally. So this is the thing. I'm saying the opposite of James. Because sometimes you could be stuck with a person you don't even need to be with. Like, I'm sorry. Like, for example, if I stayed with the person I was with before James, that would have been the death of me. And I was with that person for a couple years. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, James has experience with wives. Okay? I have experience with dating. It's two different. So that's why we have two different, like, ideas of it. Okay? So he's been married twice. So he's been used to being married. And he understands the marriage and what he's looking for. But when it comes to dating, like, you could be, not saying you got to get rid of this girl. I don't know this girl. But you could be dodging.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm not saying to get rid of the girl. I'm just saying, I'm giving you advice to, which is stuff you got to look for. He's telling you what you got to look for. Yeah. What I'm saying is, if she is not the one for you, I don't care if y'all been together for 4 years. If she is not the wife that you're looking for, you're going to have to get rid of her. Because once you get married, you should not be divorcing. You can't kick yourself in the ass because, damn, I knew better. And now you complaining, you're not happy. Now you googly-eyed looking at all the other women that's around you at work. Like, this is the thing. Yeah. You have to make sure that whoever you're married, you want to be with them from the things that they gave you, not the things that you're waiting for them to change. So if you have to get rid of somebody, you need to do it. Don't feel like you got to be stuck because it's been 3 years. Yeah. Like I said, if I did that, I wouldn't be with James and I'd be kicking myself in the ass. Because the person before James was a hell no, like, and it's for real. And I thought it was good, and it wasn't. So I'm just saying it's exactly what it is.
Hey, what's up, Evans, USMC, Marine Corps? What's up? What's going on? Big ups to my cousin Marcus in the chat. Appreciate that. Hey, I was a devil doc, so I know all about that life, man. So that's my old life,
let me address a
but
comment.
great question, Cash Williams, man. So hopefully we gave you some good insight and for the audience. So what's up, Desmond?
Okay, so yeah, Desmond Decker, what's up? I always wanted to name one of my kids Desmond, but we went biblical. So, all right, says I've been with my woman for 5 years, nearly 6 years, and we spoken about it, but money is an issue at the moment. Yeah. So that's good that you brought that up. If that's an issue, there's no rush. Yeah. If you feel like you want to be financially stable, or you guys need to be financially stable before you say I do, that's perfect. Definitely do that.
And then also too, go to the courthouse, man. If y'all want to, like, we gotta stop with this making money a big issue, right? And I know this mostly come on the lady side because the ladies want to be stable. I understand, ladies, y'all want to be comfortable. I get it.
Even the man wants to be able. Some men want to provide. So if it's a provider type,
exactly. I'm talking about the majority, right? So we have to be able to learn how to work together in this society. I always say you can do so much when you work together, right? So if we continue to fight against each other, hey, I'm doing this, you ain't doing this, or I'm doing more than you right here, you doing more than right. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if something needs to get done, you be the first one. Y'all should be fighting each other to do the shit, right? Like even taking my kids to wrestling, or taking them tutoring, or whatever we do. I can do all that shit. I'm not gonna say, oh, you need to help me out. You need to take them to wrestling, and I take them to tutoring. Or you need to take them swimming, and then I take them to here. No, I'll do all that shit if I had to. And then some of the days she be like, no, I got them. I take them. You know what I'm saying?
It depends.
And I'm not taking a tally on, well, yesterday you did one item and I did 3. No, fuck all that.
You just got to basically read the room. So there's times where this actually happened for a month. We're renovating our house. Like I said, it was a slow flip. We actually moved into one of our investment properties, so it's a slow flip. But once we found out that we're having another child, but then it's a girl, we had to do some major updates with our kids. But then James decided to renovate the whole house. With that, he's been literally renovating the whole house. So it came to a point where I had to take our kids to all their respective activities for like 3 weeks straight. And I'm like, read the room. Yeah. If I stop him from what he's doing, it's going to slow down the process. I'm due at a certain time. I want this done at a certain time. Yeah. So read the room, do what you got to do. Then it came to a point where I got sick, or I'm tired because I was sick and all these things. So he had to start taking, so you have to read the room and just be supportive of each other without taking tally. Yeah. It's not about tally. It's about working together when needed. Exactly. When everything gets back to normal, then it'll be a normal routine where we do a lot of stuff together anyway. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Yep. What's up? What's up? Saying been married for 11 years. All praises. That's what's up, man. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I enjoy it, man. I enjoy when people talk about the longevity of their marriage and stuff like that, right? And we all know shit ain't never perfect, but fuck all that. When you single, shit ain't never perfect. When you in a relationship, shit ain't never perfect, right? So we need to put respect on these marriages, so we always respect everybody in marriage, man. So big ups to you, and still have work to do. Exactly, man. It's a healthy work, though. Communication, accountability are always the biggest keys to me. Exactly, man. So that's perfect, man. I really enjoy all the married couples that be on our channel, man. I really respect and appreciate y'all.
We're slowly answering the comments, but Margaret said it's rare for women to apologize. Yeah. I don't think a lot of us think we're wrong. Chill James, they hate that word.
I said train.
Oh yeah.
That's why I make sure, because
I had a show. Remember with the wife training? So before we came up with dating to marriage support, the name for this channel was supposed to be wife training. I got so much backlash for the word train. And I'm like, but when you go to your job, they literally say train you. Yeah. Like, anyway. So,
but it's actually worked out better because now since
we could do both,
because it was just gonna be her, right?
Yeah, it started. If you go like all the way up on the shorts and stuff, it was just me. But we always was gonna come together eventually. But yeah, I'm glad we did change the name. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Marcus said I'm seeing someone right now, but I don't plan on marrying her. Hey, Marcus,
don't waste your time, bro. Don't waste your time.
We got to talk about that.
He said, I need a wife.
Couples advice, awesome. Thank you, Evan. John Doe. If you put God first, ask for what you want in men or women. Please be careful of what you ask for to come to the Lord without running. Make it clear. You ask for a certain type of lady. It was so crazy when he was going through his divorce and all his trauma, drama, whatever, with his first wife. He was praying. He was trying to go to another race. He was like, I'm done with black. And I was like, well, go to Spanish. No, and I'm going to white. I said, no, right? Yeah. Not saying you can't, but I'm like, you can't just give up on black women because of your ex. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, he started praying for it, and somehow I literally ended up on his lap within months. It was it's the craziest story.
I seen what's that nigga, the black nigga? No, go.
Malachi, y'all stop touching the grease.
Yep, you. Face look like a pan. What's the black dude? Oh shit.
Yeah, saying the same thing.
The African dude. Damn. He be the Pan African dude. He be talking about the white girls. He be always talking about don't date the snow bunnies and stuff.
I don't know.
Fuck! I forgot his name. I was gonna make a joke, but whatever. But yeah.
Raphael, what's up? Nice to see you.
What's up? Roll Tide, man. Appreciate it. What's up, Victor?
Hey, Victor.
Sanchez. We got the Spanish in the house.
Okay, Cash says thanks for the advice, guys. I have more. But I want people to have a chance. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, appreciate it.
We'll have a live about stuff like that. But yeah, you can always reach out to us anytime. If you just look at our about section, there's an email there too. Or whatever you could.
Yeah.
Instagram, it's a whole bunch of stuff. We could do it. We could do an Instagram live where it's duo, whatever you want to do, we could talk. Yeah. But
yeah, man, it's very important, man. So I'm glad, like, and that's another thing too that we got to get back on, like, right, like if you don't know something or you got some questions on it, ask questions, right? If I don't know something, I'm the first one to ask questions, man. I promise you. You know, Dr. Umar, appreciate that, average man, appreciate it, bro. Yeah, man, I was gonna say Dr. Umar brought me back, but nah, man,
I don't watch nothing. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, y'all stop fighting. But yeah, man. So, you know, we got our boys in the house, man. So you know they do. But yeah, man. So I know for sure that I'm glad I didn't end up with another race, right? You know what I mean? But I was just talking from trauma because I was dating a whole bunch of, you know what I mean, our people, and our people are so dysfunctional. And I was raised in a household where I didn't see arguments. Like my mom and my stepdad didn't argue in front of us. They didn't really have no arguments at all. I only seen one time my mom get out of hand, right? And my stepdad corrected it quick. You know what I mean? But other than that, that was it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you also grew up in the crazy, like...
And I grew up in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
So that's the thing, like, how you grew up...
Sorry, Marcus, man.
Where you grew up has a factor. So when he was trying to throw away an entire race, I'm like, but look where you grew up. You don't even know anything outside. Not saying every state is better than his state.
So that's what my mindset.
The city he lived in was terrible. Yeah. So you just need to go to another city, like.
So that's why I was used to, because like I'm a lot of people can share this sentiment, right? I was from a place where if you went to a party or something like that, nobody got shot or nobody was running from bullets. I thought it was lame. I thought the party was lame, or nobody got to fighting. I was like, this was this lame area. So that was my mindset at that period of time when I was growing up in this area. Right?
It was so bad that when he got with me, we were going to a party which was at a club, and he was talking about the shoot, and I said, that's not about to happen. Not saying it can't, but I said, that barely happens over here. Like,
so
people are not, you have to go to like certain areas where it's going to happen, but I said, we not over there. This is this area, and not saying crime don't happen, but they literally check you at the door. It's very strict. This ain't happening here. You'll be fine. So we went to a few clubs, and he noticed, oh. Yeah. And then we moved to a different area, and we went to more clubs, and he's like, wow, I'm not used to this. I'm like...
Yeah. And from where I'm from, like my area, right, I'm from Alabama, right? So the area, I'm from Birmingham. So the area, like it's so bad down there how our mindsets...
First 48.
Our mindsets are. But to us, the good neighborhoods is the white neighborhoods, right? And the bad neighborhoods is the black, and the black ones. And that's how we look at it, right? So my idea of getting a white woman as well, I'm going to be with a good person, right? Because that's where, that's just where the things lined up for me, right? That's not the case, right? Because we live in a predominantly black neighborhood now, and we don't none of that fighting and none of that shooting and all that type of shit, especially like during the fireworks, and nobody's shooting at the 4th of July and shit like that, like how they used to back there and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Mark's from Philly, so yeah, so similar to stuff like that, those cities and stuff like that. So, but yeah, man, but that's just me having to do the work on myself and understand like all the negative things I taught. I had to work on. Maybe I was the problem. You know what I'm saying? And I had to realize like, damn, my mindset is messed up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what caused me to help me to change and stuff.
So maybe it was meant for you to get with someone outside of your state then. So you could see, I mean, not saying my area where I was from is not hood, but you could see other parts where, okay, where you're from is like this, where I'm from is not like this. Yeah. Or where, all these different places where our family live, you see the like difference. But if you stay with somebody like that was from there, they wouldn't even know, and you probably wouldn't be as exposed. Yeah. So people look at us like, oh, he's from the South, I'm from the North. How does that work? It could work. It just depends on what you guys want. So we both wanted the same thing, so that's why it works. But there's some things I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like being different races, I'd be like, what?
Yeah. And that's why I had to start looking for qualities, right? So I started looking for qualities rather than the race and all that type of stuff, right? What race plays a different thing because culturally it helps and stuff like that, right? Even her being from the North, it's certain things culturally that I don't understand where, even like with the family and stuff like that they do and stuff like, I'm like, okay, like this, why y'all don't do this? Or why y'all not? Because in the South, we're very family oriented, right? But that shit is totally different up north. Like how they view family up north is totally different than how we view family and stuff like that. Like I would die for my family. Like I would make sure anything they want, I want to make sure I'm talking to them. They can move in with me. They can live with me. All that stuff. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But they're not really.
No, we're like that up north, but it depends.
Not like us. They not like us type shit.
Well, we're not fools. How about that? We're not just gonna let any random crackhead move into the house.
Who said a crackhead?
Because it depends on the extreme.
You see how they do up north? Everybody got to be a crackhead now to be moving in and shit.
Right? No, we do help each other. I don't know what you're talking about. But there are some family differences that, that are very different. But no, that's not it. At least my family.
The only negative about us, whatever, is I died as trash. Like I didn't know what a fucking green smoothie was till I got with her. I didn't know shit about healthy stuff until I got with her. So shit, she probably put some years on my life with that and that's
because you was going to destruction. This boy was just eating all frozen. Because you was a boy at that time eating all frozen foods.
I don't know, boy.
Frozen foods.
That ain't no bullshit.
Yes, it is.
I was a grown man.
Not eating frozen food.
Living in my house. What's wrong with you?
Not with frozen food.
I wish I could go back there and kick you out.
I'm talking about the food part. Like, no. That was going to death.
And don't talk bad about exactly. Hey, man, nah. I gotta tell the truth.
No, man. But that's not, what you said is not true. That's not happening.
Nah.
But, yeah, you still got some learning to do. That's what we're saying. No, but yeah. Who was we talking about before this? That girl that had the kid?
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, when it comes to the girl that her kids froze to death, which every time I think of it, it kind of pisses me off, and it's so sad because the kids. I hate when I see innocent kids get hurt.
Yeah, get a little J. I'll be back. Well, if you want to end it, you can end it.
Yeah, I don't know if I used to be able to hold conversation, but you better hurry up.
Yeah. Your ass was talking.
No, I used to be on lives by myself for a while and holding up a conversation, but we'll see.
Now your ass scared now.
Things have changed. Just hurry up though. Okay. But and see what them kids is doing. Yeah, I don't know what they. James, you drove. Yo, use the keychain. No. Anyway, yeah, when it comes to that girl with the kids, this is my opinion and I'm sticking with it because I don't see no other logical way. Whoever had the kids last is responsible. It is what it is. It is what it is. If you think otherwise and you want to blame both or blame that father, I don't think that's logical because the father is not there. Even if he was a deadbeat, he's not there. So that means because he's not there, we just gonna let kids get hurt. No, you just have to make the better decision as a parent. You found it?
No, it's fine. I found it. Go ahead, keep talking.
You gotta put the keys on the keychain, and then you'll be finding your keys.
You already said that already.
Okay, so start doing it.
Nope.
But yeah, so it's a very sad story, especially, I don't know, it's just crazy. Just to even hear that is crazy. So we just gotta take better care of ourselves first. I feel like people just be having kids.
Facts.
Like even when I got with James, he had a child before. And I wasn't ready to be no mom. I didn't even think about me being a stepmom. I was just like, oh, he has a kid. I don't want to be with him because he has a kid, right? But then, of course, James is who he is, fell in love with him or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I'm here. I'll help take care of the kid. And then I realized, wait, I'm a whole stepmom. Like, well, before I became a stepmom, I was acting like a stepmom and stuff. And I was like, but I'm not ready to have kids. I didn't have kids until like 4 or 5 years later in our relationship. Like, what I'm saying is, why are people rushing to have kids? Like, you have to have a kid right now. I think you should focus on yourself, get your mental health in order, get your finances in order, find the right person, and then have a child. Because what's happening, you see, as that story, she wasn't ready to have no kids. But she got, how many? Was it 5 or 6 of them? Why are you still having I just hate it. There was a post I seen the other day where, and I see a lot of these now. I'm gonna change my algorithm because I'm tired of seeing it, where women are complaining about motherhood. Like, there's posts of like a lady looking depressed, and she has like 4 kids on top of her, and kids are pulling her hair, just making it all dramatic. And I'm like, well, if you can't handle one, why did you have 3 more? Like, I feel like people are acting like kids are not a choice. Kids are a choice. Like, they don't just come out of nowhere. You have to protect yourself. The man has to protect himself. And then there's other parameters where you just gotta make sure you don't get pregnant. What state is where the law was like, if a man ejaculates without the consent to have a child, he's gonna get fined? That's crazy. But anyway, that's another topic. But yeah, so I feel like people gotta just stop having kids if you're not ready. You don't have to have kids yet. If you had a bad childhood, don't create another bad childhood for your kids. Figure out how to do better. If you can't do better, then don't have them. But yeah, so I don't know. That's my idea of it. I don't think it's the father's fault. It is the lady's fault for having that situation happen, or whoever she was with. You got to just be more logical with stuff. Marcus said nobody forced them to have kids. Exactly. Average man say they want the government assistance. Yeah, stamp Section 8 with child support. Our standards are so, like, I won't even say low, because having a standard means you have some type of principle moral. So I don't think they have a standard, because we can say low standard. They don't have no standard, like nothing. Right? For people to have kids to just stay on Section 8, even with, right? The child support is another thing. It's kind of like you just having kids for a check. That's not why you have kids. They're human beings. Oh yes, I was thinking about that. Marcus, for sure. Lapeef like to have people consistent. I don't know what his show looks like now, but when I was on there before, like, it was consistent once a week. Like, there's no, you not coming unless you're sick. Like, it was like that. It was like, like a job. So I have to make sure that I am able to do it. Unless he doesn't do his shows like that no more. Average man says, but they don't want a husband. They remind me of the people that go to the sperm bank. They just want the child. Like, to each his own. Tribal Home says, do you think it would be more relationships if the government wasn't involved? No. It would just be more abortions. Like it would just be more abortions, and they'll have more creative ways besides a plan B to get rid of a child. That's all that would happen. I think relationships are based off of what you see. So, like, for me, I came from a marriage, and I seen a marriage growing up in my house. I didn't see it outside my house like that, but I see it in my house. Like, even though they got a divorce, but I grew up with a mother and a father that were married. Some people, they don't get a chance to see that. So I think it's literally based off of how you grew up, on what it is that you want in life. And that's just not relationship. Now, just because you didn't grow up with a mother and father that was married does not mean you don't want marriage. But I feel like it's less likely that you're going to be thinking about marriage because you don't even know what the hell it looks like. So it doesn't, yeah, no. Average man says it will be less children if they knew they couldn't get assistance. Exactly. More abortions. Like, it is what it is. And they will have to shut that whole Section 8 down because it's not even going to be used unless, they give it to other people. But, yeah, so all I'm saying is, you guys, just make sure that you are taking care of yourself, your health. Even the ones that are married, when you're married, you have to do things together a lot. So you got to make sure that, you keep that up. Like, don't, like some people, this is what I hate. They'll be like, oh, my husband is so annoying, but why are we starting off with negativity? Like, I'm not saying somebody got to be perfect, but like when someone's birthday or anniversary, they'll be like, oh yeah, he annoys me to death, but I love him anyway. So imagine what that person is thinking in the house. And I'm not talking about because they're joking. They're like dead serious. I think that when you're in a marriage, you got to make sure you work together and you have like a mindset of, this is my spouse. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's say, like, for example, James would do something annoying, but that doesn't make him an annoying person. He just did something to annoy me on purpose. Like, we not trying to put labels. Like Marcus said, everyone is annoying. Like, but that don't mean it's a bad thing. You know what I mean? So I think what I'm saying is like, Bria, hey, what's up, Bria? Happy Sabbath, yes. Speak life over your marriage. Yes. you can't just be in a marriage and you thinking negatively all the time. Like what this person is not doing and all this stuff that we was talking about earlier, keeping tally marks. No. Just make sure that when you're married, you're keeping that up because people are getting divorced out here. You know, they giving up too easily. You don't give up. The best thing you could do is pick, and I say this kindly, it's very subjective, but it's very true. You have to pick the right partner, the right spouse, whatever you call it. You have to do well with vetting. So it could eliminate problems that could come. Like you got to make sure the things that you are thinking about of marriage comes to life with who you picked. Like it's just how it goes. Hey, what's up, CGO? How are you? How you doing? You got to pick right. I promise you. You have to. So when you are in that marriage, it's not going to be so much you got to fix or so much you're looking for. All these expectations because you wanted a man, I'm just saying, you wanted a man to be romantic. But guess what? You picked a man that's not romantic. And then you expect him to all of a sudden, because now he's your husband, to just be romantic. Stuff like that. You know what I mean? I remember years ago, I had a client that divorced her husband because he wasn't spontaneous. Like when you hear people say, "Oh, I'm bored" and all this stuff. This lady was bored. So before I even started doing this, I wasn't even married at this time. But I had asked her questions. I was like, "Okay, did he ever cheat on you?" She said no. I said, "Okay, is he nice or is he an asshole?" She said he's nice. I said, "Okay, is he respectful?" She said, "Oh yeah, he's very kind. He does whatever pretty much I want in a way." I said, "Okay." I was like, "So your problem is he doesn't take you out, let's say on vacation, like, surprising you going to Hawaii." She says, "Yes." Huh? Yes? No. Basically she wanted a man to kind of like surprise her like on trips. And I said, "Okay, but when you plan the trip, does he come?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Okay." I said, "Does he have fun?" She was like, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." So I'm just trying to see, like, he's cooperating. He's trying, like she was saying, he tries to do what she wants. He's there. He's present. And I said, "Okay, was he spontaneous before you got married?" And she's like, she had to think about it, like, and then her answer was no. She didn't even think about that. So since that was so much of a big deal for you, you should have picked a man that was spontaneous. These are the things I'm talking about. Or you're going to drive your marriage crazy. Now that innocent, faithful man, nice guy, had to get a divorce. And she got married late. I say late. She got married at 35. 35. Okay? Divorced about I think she was like 40 at the time. So if you want things in life, you got to make sure you go and get it. Relationships, careers, business, anything that you strive of, just go and get it. Figure out how you can get it. Research. That's all you got to do. It will save you headaches. So yeah, try not to be like that person that I just described. Now, let's say you picked right and the person is basically, doing everything that you like and you think your relationship is going to be perfect. No, it's not. There's going to be things that you didn't even know this person had that's going to piss you off. It is what it is. Does that mean that you'd say that this person is a bad person? No. What makes people bad people? They lie, right? They're not loyal to you. They do things behind your back. They try to, hurt you physically, mentally. These are things that make someone a bad person. Just because a person, let's say, didn't do something you didn't like, look at the level of bad person or you just don't like it. Like, for example, someone, let's say something as simple. What women complain about today? Oh, he didn't take the trash out or something stupid. Oh, I always gotta take the trash out. I tell him to take the trash out every day. He don't take it out before he go to work. All these, I hear so many stupid things. Now he's a bad person because he didn't take the trash out. He forgot to take the trash out. Does not make him bad. Maybe he's going through something. Something's happening. They don't make you a bad person. So we have to learn what bad is and what you just don't like it. Not, because he didn't consider my feelings. That doesn't make him a bad person because you didn't consider his feelings either. These type of things, I'm telling you, is going to make you get a divorce. Or meaning you're either going to start divorcing this person for no reason. Okay. Oh, yes, Jordan, you changed your name again. Every time I come on these on YouTube, if you're still there, Jordan, you got a different name. Who are you hiding from?
Yeah, what's up, Bria?
And who are you running from? I couldn't really see the picture. Wait. And that's not even you. Who is that? I would have never knew.
And I've been listening to you the whole time.
Average man's Bria. Okay, and picking right doesn't mean picking perfect, but having in the kind things that are the most important to you.
Exactly. I was gonna say about that last story because I was listening to you the whole time.
Hold on, wait.
I was trying to make sure you was on point.
Hold on. Average man says they wake up unhappy on Monday after attending church on Sunday, then file for divorce. Yeah. Jordan says, "Lady, I'm gonna change it back." That is you. I can't see.
Showing your ashy hand.
My hair is not ashy. But I can't see. I don't know what's happening.
From that story with that lady that you said your client, I think she was trying to nitpick and find a reason to leave.
But why?
Because
she waited late to get married, and now you're just trying to leave the dude.
It's kind of like a lot of people like to continue to play the field, right? And a lot of times when they think of a marriage, they think of these rainbows and sunshine and all this type of stuff. They feel like it's gonna be a lot different. And then once they actually get into a relationship, they just like, hey, they're just the same. We just got legal representation behind everything, right? So I think that when she really got into it and she really like, okay, this is really not the right thing for me, then that's when she changed up on the guy. You know what I'm saying? So I think she was
that serious.
Yeah, I think it was just her mentally thinking that it was going to be something different. And then when she got into it, she was like, no. Because just like you said, was he this before you got married? And she had to think about it. She should already know that shit. How the hell you don't know you married somebody you don't know them? You mad at something that you don't know about. It's like me being mad that you got an attitude, right? And it's like, you like, hey, did you have an attitude before? And I got to think about it. Like, nigga, I know you had attitude or not.
No, what you said is why she got a divorce, for sure.
Yeah.
But she didn't, so her problem is she don't really know what marriage means. Tony, hey, what's up? Says, are you siblings?
No, we married.
What are your opinions on Malcolm X?
Malcolm X, yeah, we talking about something else, but yeah, go
ahead. But yeah, like, no, that's exactly what happened. And she just didn't know what marriage meant. That's all.
Yeah.
She didn't know that what she had was good. Even though he wasn't spontaneous, doesn't mean that she couldn't have a good marriage. Because guess what? You didn't give him what he wanted either. He don't like spontaneous things. But you are spontaneous, which means he don't like that. Like you gotta look at both sides. So if he's so-called boring, he don't like that you don't want to just sit on the couch and watch, whatever it is that he's watching. He think the same way. He's like, dang, another trip.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go. Like you don't think that he wants. Like it goes both ways, but we always look at one side.
But I think the crazy thing about it is that a lot of times when people get married late, it's because they was playing the field, just men or women, right? So her as a woman, she's probably playing the field, and then when she realized like, hey, this marriage shit is not what it's cranked up to be. I really don't want to be married. She's like, hey, I need to go back to the streets like what I like. You know what I'm saying? What I'm used to. You know what I'm saying? So she was like,
hood.
Huh?
She wasn't hood.
I'm talking about like the streets, like we call it. You know what I'm talking about. You talking about the?
I know.
Yeah.
But he sounded y'all men say the streets. There's always been them ratchet women. She wasn't ratchet.
But I'm not talking about the streets like that. I'm talking about you trying to get on another dick. All right, I just don't want to say it like that.
Oh.
So you see, yeah. Now you looking crazy. Nah, but
no,
yeah,
I'm just like whoa.
But yeah, so I think
Eli.
I think that's the issue and stuff like that, right? So we got to get out of this situation of, hey, I'm gonna do what's best for me, rather than thinking about, hey, I want to do what's best for the culture, and having families is best for the culture and the community and stuff like that, rather than everything about yourself. So.
Well, if you don't want to have a family, then don't.
Yeah. But she 35, just getting married. Did she have kids?
No, they didn't have no kids.
Yeah, I'm saying, did she have kids?
No, not right now. Put that back.
Yeah.
No. Like I said, if you don't want to have a family,
she said,
don't.
Say it's me, lady.
Yes, yeah. I know. I should have known just by you saying that. No, if you don't want to have kids, then don't. If you don't want to have a family, then don't. If you don't want to get married, then don't. Because if you start having them and you don't want it, you're going to cause more trauma that we don't need.
Yeah.
If you want to be by yourself, then do that. Guess what? You're not hurting nobody. Exactly. I'm just saying, you won't be hurting no innocent children. You won't be hurting your spouse. And you won't be hurting pretty much nobody. I'd rather that. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
You ain't got to have stuff like we're married and we're trying to push marriage. We're trying to push marriage for people that want to be married. And we're trying to push people to stop having these kids without being married. But if you don't want it, don't do it. Nobody's forcing you. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
It's okay.
Hey, but that's our time, man. We got to give these kids some attention. They keep messing with us, whatever. So we'll see y'all probably Sunday, man. So, all right, y'all. Peace. Go ahead.
All right. Bye-bye.
That's y'all.